Hi there, Shahyan Bharucha here, CTS at Pepperl+Fuchs, and today we are going to see how easy it is to get IO-Link data from our ICE2s and 3s IO-Link master using OPC UA protocol and connect it to a client such as Ignition. A few main points which we are going to touch during the video I've mentioned over here as bullet points. Moreover, let's look into our setup for today, which consists of an ICE2 IO-Link master with an integrated OPC UA server, having 3 sensors connected to it, having 2 of them are distance sensors, R200 and VDM28, and one is our 2D LiDAR R2000 object detection model. An OPC UA connection today I'm making is with Ignition, which is an OPC UA client. However, it's very helpful to highlight that OPC UA can have multiple client and server connections with each other. So we can easily connect OPC UA clients such as UA experts simultaneously and get the data. So get started. We're gonna go to configuration, OPC UA, and make sure firstly that our OPC UA server is enabled. Very important to do. Rest, apart from that, we are going to check on different settings. These settings are going to mostly depend on the OPC UA client you're utilizing. In case of Ignition, I don't need to change much. I just made my application name to IoT test 1 and similarly test 1 URI. Now we're going to go to the web configuration of our Ignition to set up an OPC UA connection. So to get started, I'll click on create new OPC UA connection, and we're going to use OPC UA rather than OPC DA DCOM connection. And over here, it's a very important point to know your endpoint URL. It's mostly the IP address of your link master :4840. That's the port number. And prefix is going to be opc.tcp. Once we are confident with that, we can go next, and we can go next again. At this stage, you can even go do a skip to advanced configuration. Oh, we're going to just put the same thing for our discovery URL and also an endpoint URL. And we're going to go next. We are not using any security, but if you want to, you can use it. And we're going to give it a name for good identification. If you want, you can put in a description. I'm good with that. We don't have any passwords for this thing, so I'm just gonna erase it and create a new OPC connection. We can see our OPC UA connection has been successfully made because we are seeing a status call say that states connected. Once this is done and we are happy with our connection, we can go for the next step of creating a HMI, basic HMI using Ignition's design launcher. And one thing before going there is that how OPC UA creates these tags. That's because of the IODD files which we upload on our IO-Link master. And we have the technology to parse that IODD file and make pre-parsed tags as compared to other IO-Link masters who just provide byte data. So in my design launcher, I'm going to make sure that I have my connection loaded up. If not, we saw how to load it. Once that's done, I can open my designer and create a new project. We are giving it a name, IO-Link Week OPC UA, same title, and I can create a new project. Once this is done, I can create a new window. In this window, I want it to be a main window rather than pop-up or docked window. So I'm going to click on create. Now over here, it's very important to get the tags from our IO-Link master, which are being generated using the IODD files, and transmitted over here using OPC UA. So to do that, I'm going to click on tags, and over here we see a default. We're going to keep it on default for now. Click on the plus sign. Once that's done, we're going to go to Browse Device, and you should see the OPC UA connection showing your IO-Link master, that's IO-LM. And we're going to, for now, we're going to import the whole IO-LM structure by pressing on the right arrow. Once that's done, I can click on Apply and OK. After this, I can see that my port structure is so organized. I have 8 ports, and each port has its attached device. If there's an attached IO-Link device, I will see its PDI fields. In this case, I have a distance sensor showing a distance, scale, the switching signal indicators. I'm going to drag a LED element. So as you can see, the distance is being reflected right now on the LED display, and I'm going to drag our MV tag on it. Right now it's showing out of range because it's in outer range, but I've adjusted it and now it shows a correct value. We can also have other metadata also being showed on the screen, such as the product name. It can be useful in case you change a product on the same port. It will change the name over here dynamically rather than you typing a product name and then have to change it when a product gets changed. In the training, we just connected one R200 distance sensor to get the distance data out of it. However, I would like to highlight that more complicated HMI screens can be made using the similar concept, such as one shown over here, having a VDM28 distance sensor, and also our R2000 object detection 2D LiDAR showing its active zones. Moreover, on the side, we can see that I have a UA Expert OPC UA client turned on and connected to my ICE2 simultaneously, and we can see both showing the same values. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please do let us know at ask@pepperandfuchs.com. Thank you very much again. Have a great day. Bye.